With me is Angelika Niebler. She is the chair of the European Parliament delegation that deals with India. Ma'am, welcome to WION. It's a pleasure speaking to you. My first question to you is about your meetings here in Delhi. You've met the Indian Trade Minister, the Indian External Affairs Minister, and the Speaker of the Indian Lok Sabha, which is the lower house of the Parliament. How were your meetings here in Delhi?
Well, we are happy to be here. We are a delegation comprising of 11 members of the European Parliament, and we had these really excellent talks with our counterparts. It was very important to talk to the Speaker of the Lok Sabha, as we believe as Europeans in parliamentary democracy, and for that it's of course very important for us to engage with our counterparts in the Lok Sabha. And as we are, right now scrutinizing the free trade agreement with India, it was also important to talk to Dr. Jaishankar and Mr. Goyal and to address some issues which are of interest for both of us.
Mm-hmm. How do you see, as the chair, the India-European Union relationship?
Well, I'm very positively now, and we are so happy. I think it's really an EU-India moment, or even I have to say, it's not only a moment. I think we are on the same page right now. A lot of things are happening. It's not only working together on the economic fields, but we also agreed on a security and defense cooperation, and there is an agenda being established that we go for a strategic partnership, and also aligning also with members in the parliament. This is important for us. So it's the moment right now. And if you look what's happening in the world, I think it's a sort of a blessing in the sky that we'll find out. Let's look where we have common interests. Let's look where we can move forward together. I think that's a right moment. And we Europeans, like India, are looking for trustworthy partners in the world. For us, the European Union, India is such a trustworthy partner.
Mm-hmm. Trustworthy partner. You also mentioned about the free trade agreement that has been a big focus in the India-EU relationship. When it comes to the parliament processes or procedures, what one can expect, the passage, the discussion, perhaps you would like to talk about it?
Well, I'm happy to talk about it. It's our duty actually to carefully scrutinize the terms of the agreement. That's what we are actually doing now. But we are all in a very positive spirit. We know that it's now the time for moving forward, for looking for these really reliable partners in the world. And this is the spirit by which we are now engaging. And I think, when we are both opening the market now for 2 billion people, when we get rid of the obstacles and barriers in this big market, this is to the benefit for the prosperity of citizens in India as well as in the European Union.
Mm-hmm. Ma'am, I know there are parliamentary processes, there are parliamentary procedures. Scrutiny is part of the parliamentary processes. But any timeline you're looking at that one could expect that approval can be given? I know it's a very difficult question because it's a parliament where every MP has his own view and own perception about things, but any deadline you're looking at?
Well, actually, you're perfectly right. Parliament is parliament, and every parliamentarian is an individual, of course. But, looking at the strategic importance also of this partnership, I think we should head for at the end of the year, maybe finalizing the agreement. That would be, I think, a good signal coming out also from the European Parliament. And coming back to our delegation, we had only been 11 members compared to the size of the European Parliament. We are 720 members in the European Parliament. This is a small number, but looking at the diversity of our delegation, we are, with the 11 members, are coming from different member states, from different cultures, traditions. We are all speaking different languages. Mm-hmm. We are all belonging to different political groups. So we have a broad range of colleagues, attending also the meetings yesterday and today. And that's why I'm really confident that we will positively support also what had been agreed upon. And let me stress, it's the first step. So I think we should move on. And I hope for the future of our people, we care about the citizens here in India and in our member states at home. So I think it needs to be done now, and we want to move on.
Mm-hmm. Ma'am, my last question to you. How do you see India-EU relationship as factor of stability at a time when there are so many wars and conflicts happening? Your continent has the war, which is in fourth or fifth year now. We have a war in West Asia that has dramatically increase the cost of energy across the world, and here in Asia it's deeply impacting the lives of common people. So how do you see India-EU relationship as factor of stability? How do you see the rise of India as well?
Well, actually, I think India is on its rise, so it will become one of the leading powers in the world. And for us, I think, as you know, we both rely on parliamentary democracy. You know, this is important for us as parliamentarians. We see that aligning also the policies, also on the global scale, is a good step forward. And we realize that India is following a policy of multi-alignment, which is good. And we do the same, actually. We also look out and look for other partners. Mm-hmm. But India is a stable country, is a very reliable partner. They are not, they are not jumping from one issue to another. You can see there's a continuity, and that is very important for us, to look for a stability also in this world where things are changing so rapidly.
Mm-hmm. On that note, thank you so much, ma'am, for speaking to WION.
My pleasure to speak to you.
With video journalist Sidhant Sibal for WION in New Delhi.